So this is a 2020 Jaguar Ipace HSE. Started developing a leak after heavy rain a few days ago. Normally I keep this car in the garage. We have access to 4 other vehicles, so this is very much a fair weather car. I did the right thing and took the car to a dealer because it's a pretty new vehicle. It's only done 30-something thousand miles, to get the leak correctly diagnosed. Now, looking on the forums, these are known to have issues with the bonding of the windscreens, and as such, most dealers recognise this and they'll offer that to be rectified free of charge. However, my dealer diagnosed it as a panoramic roof leak, which they won't foot the bill for, and I was looking at a bill of between £1,400 and £3,000. So I've got access to lots of cars. I do all of my own work on most of the other cars, and I've been doing it for 15 years. I know a thing or two when it comes to it. So I thought I'd just make sure that that diagnosis is a correct one. So I've just popped back a couple of these trims, and so you can see we're in the interior here. And I've just poured a bit of water over the top with a syringe in the tract that runs at the top of the windscreen. And when you pull the headliner back, sorry, this is quite difficult to do single-handed. So that's looking up at the inside. So I'm on the inside of the car now, obviously, and this is looking up at the bonding, and look at that. That's all the water, and that's where my water's coming in, and it's running down there and down the A-pillar and into the footwell, and it's leading to a drenched footwell. So it's definitely the windscreen, it's not the panoramic roof. So moral of the story, if you have a leak and a dealer tries to tell you that it's a panoramic roof, just either get a second opinion if you're not savvy with cars yourself, or just pop the A-pillar trim off, lift the headlining back a little bit and have a look at the car's bonding with the windscreen. And you can see mine's visibly moving actually there, and you can see the water being compressed when I push the screen down. So that's the leak. They should now do it free of charge because this is not on. And what I'm really annoyed at is the fact that they've potentially tried to either, look, one, they're incompetent and they've made the incorrect diagnosis, or they're lazy, or two, they've directly been deceitful so that they don't have to incur the costs of a windscreen manufacturing defect, which is a known manufacturing defect with these 19 and 20 manufacture year cars. And they've said, actually, it's the panoramic roof, so that'll be XYZ £1,000, sir. And what they know is that in order to change the panoramic roof, you usually have to change the windscreen anyway. So they'd fix the problem by changing the pan roof because the windscreen's coming out, so that needs to be rebonded as well. But I would be footing the bill, not Jaguar. So just a word of warning to anyone who's in a similar situation with a leaking I-Pace. Yeah, just be very vigilant, and if the dealer tries to tell you that it's the panoramic roof leaking, then get at least a second opinion, because it's a lot more likely to be the windscreen itself. I hope this helps someone.